Every culture has a unique story, and when we combine them, the narrative becomes richer, more complex, and more beautiful. Over 70 years ago, Pondicherry was a French colony, and now it represents Indian French culture. From French patisseries to Indian dosa shops, from churches to temples, Pondicherry beautifully blends two extraordinary cultures. Due to this merging, we can experience the enchantment of diversity. In this video, I go on a journey through the charming Indian and French traditions that are delightfully woven into the Pondicherry tapestry. But how well do I cope with the French vibe in India? Well, it can be challenging. Stay tuned until the end of the video to find out the challenges that I faced on this trip. Within the Rock Beach area is an Indian art fair with a touch of French culture.
What are you cooking? I think they're cooking some snacks, right? Snacks cooking. Nice snack. Super. Thank you. So I'm absolutely loving the Indian expressions at the moment of all the cooking and the artwork. So the area that I'm in, the food court, it's actually opposite where they've kind of got that craft fair today. So yeah, it's just amazing. So I think there's ashrams here. There's also White Town. That's the one that really represents the French culture in the White Town. So yeah, so over there, that's where the craft fair is. And that direction here, this is the food court.
After the food court, I headed to White Town.
It looks as if the church services are given in the French language. Oh, wow. Wow, that's interesting. And what a beautiful, beautiful church that is. We just can't go through the gates because it's closed. And there's a big gate surrounding it, so I'll film what I can of this beautiful church. It's so fascinating that church services take place in the French language here at this church as auto rickshaws travel down the street. So they're speaking French in the church, then they've got Tamil speaking in the community, and the Christianity, of course, is part of the church, which came from the French side of things. And there is a temple that I'll take you to later, which is the Hinduism side of things. So it's fascinating, absolutely fascinating. So this lady is just cooking up some Indian street food at the corner of the church. Again, just, you know, the blending of how it looks so Indian, and rickshaws there outside the Catholic church where the services are in French. Amazing.
After wandering around the streets of White Town, I headed to the French cafes.
I am inside Shanty Villa. It's beautiful. This is definitely blended. Basically, French and Indian are very intertwined because first of all the word shanty is the Hindu word for peace. Nice and quiet villa, it's just gorgeous. Oh. And then it's a villa like a French villa with the French ambience. But I can't see any croissants on the menu. There is actually a croissant place near where I live, so I can probably take you there later. I might just get an Earl Grey tea. I know that's not really very French or Indian, but it's on the menu. And I will show you the menu because there's just as many French food items as there are Indian food items on this menu. So I can really feel the intertwine, I really can. And I'm just full of happiness. I just think when cultural levels are in abundance, it increases happiness levels. I just love it so much. So an example of the menu: French, tandoori, Indian. Same here, vegetarian choice. This is more me anyway. French, tandoori, Indian. Yeah, see what I mean about the intertwine?
After drinking the Earl Grey tea, I found another cafe and that one sold croissants.
Wow, it's very warm. Very warm. It's a little bit damp actually. I think the plate might have been a bit wet. It's okay though. So that's an all butter croissant that you available in India in the French colony. Well, it's not a French colony, it's blended nicely. So it's not quite the quietest place because there's a lot of building work going on. People have got loud phones talking loudly. The other one was lush, but it's okay, this one has the croissants. So what we do is we kind of pull it out and it's all the bread inside. Wow, and it's crumbly. It's all right. Tastes very strange actually. So I got my money back on the croissants. It could have just been the last batch of the day or something. It wasn't fresh at all. It tasted as if it had chemicals. They weren't going to give me my money back. They said you can order something else but you still have to pay for that item too. But then the lady went off and spoke to the manager, and the manager said, well, you can exchange it for an eclair. And I thought, no, I don't fancy anything that sweet. So in the end they gave the money back. Took a while, but they gave it me back. Also it's quite noisy in there as well. Croissant was certainly not fresh. I had one yesterday that was just amazing. So, but there'll be other places. We'll just see what happens, eh?
After that difficult croissant experience, I headed to Helena Cafe.
Oh my goodness, I'm just in a place that looks just like a courtyard, which I've just shown you, a little French courtyard. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. But I've not ordered any French food. What I'm noticing is things like, it's a lot of things like spaghetti, pen pasta. It's very rich. I'm used to eating things like chapatis with lighter curries, living in India, so it's like going to a different country. I'm thinking, oh my god, the food's so rich. And of course, there was an issue with the croissants, so, and they're not selling croissants here. I've ordered like a sandwich, like a vegetarian sandwich. A lot of dishes again have got a lot of cream in them, a lot of cheese. I can't eat anything that heavy. Maybe I'm just not a French food person. And very, very expensive, these places. I've been to really like top-notch Indian restaurants that are a lot cheaper than these ones. So these are like, you know, very, very commercial. But I've got the sandwich now, that's fine. Because I really do want some lunch. It's not like a French baguette because they double the price if you order the French baguette. So yeah, it's so expensive, it's so commercial. But basically I'm having the cheapest thing on the menu and it's a lot lighter than all the creamy dishes, so that'll do me. So there's nothing French, I'm afraid, guys. Sorry about that. Nor do I fancy any of the French desserts because, you know, very, very sugary. So the food is very, very rich, shall we say, and very expensive here. But it's okay. I will look forward to having my lunch in this courtyard. I think Chantilly are very nice cup of tea, little bit pretentious for me, whereas this is less pretentious, more character. And the middle place I went to, let's not go there, with the croissant and the noise from the drilling and stuff, it wasn't exactly great considering, you know, they're selling things at commercial costs. So this is absolutely fine. I'm very happy here. Have my lunch and then definitely want to see the temple. It's absolutely beautiful because I had a little sneak peek of it yesterday, you see, so I think you'll all love it. Which again, it's just another cultural intertwine. I showed you the Catholic Church, now I'm going to show you the Hindu temple. So yeah, I'll just get some lunch first though. So it's arrived. I mean, it's 300 rupees, how tiny is that? And I actually think they're momos. And then, yeah, I think the kind of momo sandwiches actually, oh dear. They feel very cold, but it's okay. Let's give this a go. Apparently it's a summer roll. As I say, it's so tiny. Such a tiny, tiny plate of food for 300 rupees, but it better taste good. This place says I'm shocked. I'm used to India, I guess. So it does look nice. It's full of veggies. A little dip. It's really nice. It's Chinese. It's really nice, and I am hungry. Not worth 300 rupees, but it's okay. It's a place like this. I'm never coming back to these places again. My God. Give me Indian street food any day. But it's all right. No one's around. They can't hear me. So I think that's me done for White Town. It has a very affluent type of vibe here. That's not my vibe at all. I'm way too relaxed for this sort of vibe, oh my goodness. And my bill came to 380 rupees just for a bottle of water and a tiny starter. And I did pop into one place, but I didn't kind of stop there because what it is they said that you can't order any sides. Sides can only be ordered with a main course. So yeah, it's highly, highly commercial, the White Town place. But the little patisserie near me has not got this vibe at all and these sort of prices. So a little tip there is perhaps don't go to the ones, you know, the eateries in White Town. Go to the ones outside of White Town because they'll be a lot cheaper and they certainly won't have that kind of affluent vibe. And I don't like it, especially when people are trying to sell things on the streets and have got street food and are really doing all they can to make their money. And then inside these places it's like a palace. It's just not my thing. But you know, it's okay. It's important to come and experience it and see what it's all about, definitely.
Before heading home, I decided to give White Town one last chance.
So after saying I wanted to try somewhere cheaper than White Town, what do we go and do? I just see this amazing cafe called Rendezvous. And teas for under 100 rupees. And there's nothing pretentious about it. You know, I've done the little tour around where they've got the wall art. The courtyard place, the Helena one, that was really nice. It's just that it was very expensive. Enchanting Villa was just a bit too pretentious for me. But maybe I found my place in White Town. Maybe this is it. I'm really liking it. But yeah, definitely still want to go to that cafe near my home that I can show you. And I'll do that before I take you to the Hindu temple. As far as I know, it's the Ganesh Temple, the guy who removes our obstacles, the god that removes our obstacles, the elephant god. Oh, amazing. So yeah, I'm definitely more chilled now. I found something less pretentious, cheaper menu. Yeah, because I think living in India, I'm used to that. I'm used to a cheaper menu. I'm used to things being less pretentious. And it's really nice that they can show the French side of things without the expense and without the affluence, which is really nice for me here. I'm just way too down to earth, which is great, really. I don't like expensive things. I don't like rich foods. I prefer vegetables and chapatis, really like, light. Chais for under 100 rupees. Nice. My masala chai has arrived, so even things like the common saucer are not at all pretentious. And there's no affluence with it being under 100 rupees, the masala chai. It's an Indian drink in a French place, which is great cultural intertwine. Laid back vibe, like the Indian vibe, but it's kind of got the French ambience. Mm. I actually knew it would taste nice because I could actually experience the aromas before tasting it. So it's really, really, really nice. I've learned a lot about myself just by being in the French Quarter. I've learned I don't like riches, things like, the creams, the cheeses, really rich desserts. I don't like riches. I don't like affluence. Yeah, and maybe I'm just really proud of how I am because it all kind of links with the fact that, I am a minimalist and I do live minimally. And, I chose the wrong places to maybe eat and drink. But then I wasn't to know that. You have to just go in there and experience with them and experiment with them. But I have actually found somewhere in White Town that suits me. As I say, this is nothing pretentious at all about this cup or this saucer, for example, and yet the taste of the tea is really good at a really reasonable rate. So yes, I think I'm learning an awful lot about myself. I mean, how deep my minimalism is. It really is, and how I don't like affluence. I mean, that's just, or anything that's like extremely, extremely commercial. I don't like that too. But then many people don't like commercialism. That's just, how it is. But anyway, I'm going to sit and enjoy this masala chai. And I'll take you to different places in a bit. So this, my friends, is the patisserie near my guest house. No longer in the French Quarter now. Such a nice place. I love this place. As you know, I've been in before. So variety of cakes, loads and loads of cakes. Loads of cakes and brownies. And there's the croissants. Super, super, super. And all the breads. Yum. So I've decided to go for the pain au chocolat croissant because it looks really nice and it's not as creamy and as rich as an eclair. So I think this is a nice halfway measure for a dessert, like a bread dessert. So let's try it, eh? So it's very stringy, chocolatey, very, very warm to hold. Beautiful. Oh, the feel, it's very soft and it's very crumbly. And look, the pocket of chocolate. Oh, I can't wait to try this one. I'm going to try a chocolate pocket first. It's hot. Beautiful. It's really soft. It's kind of tastes how I would really expect a croissant to taste. Cost is reasonable. I'm really glad that I'm no longer in White Town. You know, the prices. And it's very kind of too much. It's, I don't know. So it's pretentious. It's also a little bit false, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to say too many bad things, though. I don't feel very nice, but I think I'm just all for minimalism and supporting the people. And White Town's like this little place of its own. But I feel a really good intertwine because I did like the rendezvous and had my masala chai there. I'm having a croissant out of the French Quarter that's really, really nice. So yes, it's just looking for the intertwines and it's just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I much prefer places when they're blended. So coconut stop before the temple. I love this lady, absolutely adore her. She's such a character. So we're having food from the land, the coconuts, from a traditional Hindu lady because she's opposite the Hindu temple. Thank you, darling. I've gone from an expensive French Quarter to a 50 rupee coconut on the street. This is lovely, the authenticity, a beautiful sari, the coconuts that grow from the land. I really, really like coming back home to India. Not to downplay that White Town isn't part of India, it is. It's a very important part. I just wish it wasn't so expensive and posh, maybe. I'm way too down to earth, as I was saying earlier, but I'm going to enjoy this before temple time. Hi! Hi! These guys are selling flowers for the temple. Kitne paise hai? Kitne paise flowers? Kitne paise?
Come and buy the plant.
Oh, 2 flowers, 10 rupees each. They kind of match my band. I've just put my band in this evening and it matches my pink skirt as well. Oh, and my sarong and my pink skirt. Oh look, that little boy's having a blessing. And this guy on the bike received a blessing. On his bike he was given the blessing and the flowers. Amazing. So I've got my blessing. Today I think is a special darshan. As far as I know, it's a marriage of 2 gods in that temple. Just to let you know, that temple is magnificent. You should certainly go in if you're here. Because as we saw, this rich tapestry of art on the walls of all the Hindu gods, it's more so inside the temple. So definitely, definitely do come to this Ganesh Temple when you visit Pondicherry. So you can buy your Ganesha statues here as well and all your other statues. Super! So they're selling trinkets. I can see some elephant trinkets there because it's like a Ganesha temple. There's the elephants, elephant trinkets. Famous, yeah. Is this Ganesha temple? Yeah, I got it right. It's Ganesha temple. This guy said it's Ganesha temple. Oh, wow, bells. Super. So we're almost 6:15 now in the evening, but I am so done in. Oh my God, I think I'm literally just going to have a shower and go to bed and not have any dinner tonight. I am so tired. If you watch my previous vlog, you'll see that it took 3 hours to get here late at night from Chennai Airport to Pondicherry, and the driver fell asleep. Really put me on high alert, that did. So I think I'm just tired still from the journeying and things. So yes, an amazing, amazing day. I'm just showing you the street now where the temple is. The French street with the temple at the end of the street. Amazing. So, yeah, it's been a real cultural merge, which you all know I love. French town, I didn't see in the French Quarter so much of it, but it's okay. As I was saying earlier, it's very expensive, but that's my challenge. It's quite pretentious, but again, that's my challenge. But I did find some really good character there, and there was a really, really good down-to-earth cafe, the Rendezvous. So yes, there were positive things too. So I'll end the vlog. I'm shattered. So thank you all very much for watching. Shanti, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. So I would be most grateful if you liked, commented, subscribed to the channel. It really, really helps. Please like and put a comment below. It really helps me. And please share the video because it massively, massively helps. So thank you for watching. Let more and more people know about the intertwine of cultures. I'll be very grateful. Kisses, mwah, and bye for now. I changed my mind and stayed out because the dosa seemed really tempting and I wanted to see the street food being made. So I'll show you my dosa and then I will show you street food soon. So I didn't go home, not yet anyway. Right, I love this samba. I think that samba's my favourite, and that dal and that coconut, they are magic. And look at the dosa. I have had this before in Pondicherry, and I've never known sauces so nice in my life. They're beautiful, these ones. So that's the thicker orange sauce. It's a thick, richy tomatoey sauce. Spiced to perfection. As I say, I've never had a dosa this good before. Try the dal next. Samba. Wow. So it's not spicy, and that's why it's perfect. It's tasty, not spicy. I can taste the food. And now I'm just going to have the coconut dip. And the temple's got little French windows. How charming, absolutely charming. And it looks as if the light is shining on Ganesh, so it really removes our obstacles amongst those beautiful French windows. And a tuk-tuk.